I did another experiment.
Okay.
Okay, and remember I was telling you before I tried the half-hour experiment.
Oh, yeah.
But it was still too hot to drink.
Was it?
Remember, it was so I had to set it aside for.
Oh, yeah, that was our last one.
What I did today is I did the tea, and I poured it in here, the hot water in here with 2 tea bags.
Okay.
And I put my honey in there, and I let it sit unopened for a half hour.
Unopened.
And then I closed it up with the lid for another half hour, and then I started to try to drink it. It was still pretty smoking hot, but it was doable.
Okay.
So I'm starting to get it, wheels. I'm getting better at it.
That's it's a process. That requires some planning.
I might need another 15 minutes of uncovered, whatever, and then maybe that'll be the perfect amount. But it's still okay, and it's nice and drinkable.
Good.
Although it's hot, but I can deal.
You can deal. Well, I got to say, welcome back.
Thank you.
We all thought we lost you for a little while there.
Well,
off on an adventure.
My trip was super weird this time. It was super strange. I'd never had a trip like this before. It started out even before I left. Delta Airlines changed my flight from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to be at the airport in the middle. I mean, I walked in, there was nobody in the place.
Wait, so it changed since we last spoke. You flew out even earlier.
I flew out even earlier.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I got to the airport at like 2:30 in the morning or something.
Man.
And the flight was supposed to leave originally it was supposed to leave at what, 8 or 9 or something like that.
Right.
And they changed it to 4 something or 5 something.
Holy cow.
Before I even left. And they changed it from going from here to Seattle, and then from Seattle onward to Korea.
Yeah.
They changed it from the earlier flight from here to Atlanta.
Right, I remember that.
Okay, have you ever been to the Atlanta airport?
Yeah, it's ginormous. It's a mess.
It's the shittiest airport you'll ever go in your entire life.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a 1980s high school.
Oh my God.
It's horrible,
Yeah.
Eric. It's horrible. It's all airports are crowded. It's no big deal.
Right.
It's laid out so shitty, and they got this thing called the plane train. Okay, and it goes, and the airport's laid out like this. Okay, It's all the things, and they're all in a straight row, all the way like this, and then the plane train goes right through the middle of them. Okay, and then you go up and into your terminal. It is the shittiest, crappiest air. If you guys ever have a flight, do not fly through Atlanta. It's horrible. I mean, seriously, it looks like a 1980s high school. It's awful. Awful. And as a guy who goes into lots of cool airports, after seeing that trash, I was like, never again will I fly through this airport.
Dang.
Never. So I go and I fly to that airport, but my flight was delayed. I get to that airport, that shitty airport, and I missed my flight to Korea.
Oh my God.
So now, this is my trip, Eric. My trip this was so awful.
It's a horrible start.
Well, wait till you hear the rest of it.
Jeez.
So I gotta leave the airport and go get a room for the night. The next flight doesn't leave the next day until 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock or something. Okay.
Okay.
The next flight to go into Korea. So they put me on that flight. So I go, okay, well, I grab my phone, I open up my Hilton app, I find there's some Hiltons around there, so I choose one,
Okay.
and I book a room, and I go there. Dude, the area that airport is in is horrible. Horrible. I get to this Hilton was a piece of crap.
Jeez.
It was old and shitty, nothing, the restaurant wasn't open, there was nothing, it was par for the course. So here's me, okay? I get out and I'm walking down the street because I want some food, and the restaurant's closed.
Okay.
We go down. I'm walking. There's nothing. I didn't realize I was in a pretty shitty neighborhood.
Oh no.
Pretty nasty neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I go and I see a McDonald's down there. So I go into the McDonald's, I get a burger, and I'm going to take it back to my room and eat it. But I was a little iffy. It was a little iffy, the whole thing.
Oh, man.
So, okay, I get the hell out of Atlanta. Shithole. I get out of Atlanta. I'm on my plane. I'm flying to South Korea. I get to South Korea. I missed my flight because the flight from Atlanta left later than the flight from Seattle or whatever. Okay, so now I stay the night at Incheon Airport in Korea, in Seoul. They've got a little place called the Transit Hotel.
Okay.
It's right there. So you can go in there and you can spend 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours.
Okay.
So I got myself a 12-hour package, I think it was. I can't remember, 12 or 24. And so there's a little room, and it's got a little bed and a little TV, and you're in there, and then there was a lounge right there, and I was flying first class, so I was able to go into the lounge and eat and drink whatever I wanted for free.
Okay.
Which was cool. But then I hung out in the room, and I made my flight, and I got to, where did I get to? I got to...
Are you flying to Kuala Lumpur?
I was flying to Kuala Lumpur. So I get to Kuala Lumpur. And at this point, I had a room booked at the place right next to the Petronas Tower for 2 nights.
Yeah.
I completely missed that part of my trip.
And there's a huge international event happening there,
It was
too.
a huge, the ASEAN thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I missed that entire stay in KL. I completely missed it.
Jeez.
Because all that time went by because I missed those flights were all messed up.
Yeah.
So
you fly in there.
I fly in there.
Then...
And so, my flight to where I was going to Langkawi wasn't. I had to rebook. I had to rebook. I'm at the counter. So I finally got rebooked. I finally got all that done, but I missed 2 nights in the Mandarin Oriental hotel. And I'm sure they charged me for that.
Yeah, and you were looking forward to that one. I know.
I was looking for it. I had the Petronas Tower view room and everything. I was like, all right, this will be fun. And I wanted to check out that park that's right out there, and they got that big mall out there, and the beautiful park right in front of the KL Towers, or the Petronas Towers. So
that could have been a blessing in disguise, though, because remember, you were getting all that stuff about that huge conference.
Leave like 4 hours early for the airport.
And all the security checkpoints you're going to have to walk through, even to get into the mall and the full body scans.
Yeah.
So that could have been a nightmare.
So I missed that completely. So I finally made my way to Langkawi.
Okay.
Now, by this point in the trip, it's pouring down rain, not stopping, just raining, everything's rain. But I get to the airport. There's a little tiny airport, right? Cute little airport. And they got a lot of those kind of little airports over there in Southeast Asia and all that, and little towns like Langkawi and all the little places that I went to, like Krabi and all these other places in all these different countries. And they're all kind of similar, and they're all really nice and little cute. I really like them. So I get to the airport and I pull grab. Grab's in Malaysia. So I pull grab. I get some lady picks me up. She was a nice young girl, nice lady. And I said, hey, I'm going to be here for a few days. I'm looking for a driver. Oh, yeah. I said, I want to be your driver and all that. So I hired this lady to be my driver.
Okay.
Her name, can't pronounce her name, and I don't know. She wanted me to call her Joe. And I said, I said, no. I said, where I'm from, Joe is just a regular, average. No, I said, I'm not calling you Joe. I can't do that. But her middle name was Areena, Areena, something like that.
Okay.
And so I called her Areena.
All right.
Because it was such a nice name.
Yeah.
And so she tried to take me. I said, I want to go see this, that, and the other thing. So we're driving around. It's freaking pouring rain, Eric. And they got this thing. They got the big eagle thing, and right in the town, the big town. We went out there, pouring down. We even parked and tried to walk over. I said, "This is ridiculous." I said, "It was just pouring down." We had one umbrella. I said, "No, let's not do this." But she took me to get my money exchanged. She showed me the restaurants. So then the next day, I woke up and the sun was shining. I couldn't believe it. The sun was shining. Here I am. Okay, and then here she's coming to get me. We're going to do some more stuff. And she ended up wanting to bring her husband. And I said, no problem, because he had a day off or something. I said, no problem. We'll go ahead and bring him. He worked at one of those places where they rent ATVs and they take you on a tour through the through the jungle and all that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So And he was a nice kid too. They were both young. They were just married, so he was a nice kid too. So anyway, we went to this place called the Langkawi cable car, and it takes you up to this way up. Takes you to this thing called the Langkawi SkyBridge or something, and it's this giant thing up there, and you can walk in. There's monkeys, and they're up there, and they're right on the edge, and it's 1,000-foot drop down. They're just sitting there like it's nothing. These monkeys scare the hell out of me, Eric. They frightened me to death. Okay, these monkeys. I couldn't believe it. So we did that, and that was a great day. Except we took the tram, and then you get to this area, and then there's another little to get to the, and it's right there. You can kind of see it. You go, oh, well, that's no big deal.
Yeah,
dude. They had these steps. Okay, one step was this high. The next step was this high. One was, and you're. I had to stop and rest.
Yeah.
Okay, several times.
Jeez.
On the way back. On the way there, I was kind of okay. And then we walked on the Sky Bridge. We did all the stuff, went and got a bunch of pictures. And then on the way back, I was in bad shape. I was like, I had to stop and rest. It was crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was bad. So we could have taken that. And we're coming back, and she goes, there's the other resident. That would have taken us to, I'm like, oh my God, for another couple, what do they call them over? Ringgit. They call them ringgits.
Yeah?
Yeah, their dollar is called a ringgit.
Okay.
And for a couple more ringgits, we could have gotten
a little higher up there.
Anybody that goes to that place on Langkawi Island, it's one of the big attractions. You'll know what I'm talking about. When you go, get the extra little thing, but you will kill yourself trying to do those steps up to the thing. I mean, it was nasty.
Wow.
Nasty. So here I am. Okay, my Malaysia trip is over with, right? She takes me to the airport. This girl, my birthday was on the Monday, and I was leaving there on like a Tuesday to go to Singapore. So she picks me up, and she brings me a birthday cake.
That's so nice.
Isn't that unbelievably
really
nice?
Yeah.
The hotel gave me a birthday cake too, but she bought me a birthday cake. She was so nice and so pleasant, and she turned my entire trip, which was an absolute piece of crap. She turned her, along with the sunshine, turned that trip completely 180, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it was
awesome.
amazing.
That is so nice.
And so when we got to the little airport, she took me back to the Langkawi airport, and I said goodbye to her husband. Wasn't there? He had to work that day. And I gave her a $50 U.S. bill, which was about 2,000 ringgit. It's about 25 cents per ringgit. She was so, she was so happy.
That's good.
But she totally deserved it. And for me, I'll give her, for her, it was a big, big deal. So I felt great doing that. It was super cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So now I'm on my plane, and I'm going to, where am I going? Singapore. Get to Singapore, and Singapore, you can take taxis in Singapore. You can take Grab in Singapore too, but you can take taxis. They're super cheap because it's all regulated by the government there.
Okay.
Everything's regulated. There's nobody ripping anybody off. None of that bullshit that you find in all those other countries in that area. None of that happens in Singapore.
Oh, that's great.
It was awesome.
Yep. All set rates, all controlled.
All set rates, all controlled. Nice. Yeah. All, real drivers. And so I got to my hotel, and they redid that place since the last time I was there. Yeah. And they've got new suites and stuff. So I stayed in one of those new suites. It was pretty nice. I got pictures and stuff. We'll put some stuff on the podcast. And so that was fun. I did all kinds of cool stuff in Singapore. The weather was great.
Good.
The whole time.
Good.
And I was able to visit places that I wasn't able to go the last time I was there because I ran out of time. Mm-hmm. So I had time to do some more stuff, do a little more exploring. So it was nice.
Good. Did you go to that nature preserve?
Yeah, I went to the what's it called, the Botanical Gardens.
Oh, nice.
It was killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You sent I think you sent me a picture or a video of one of those places. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And inside that place, they've got the National Orchid.
Yeah.
Thing or whatever the area, and there's orchids all over you. When you walk around Singapore, there's orchids everywhere. And all the on the road, you'll see orchid plants, and you'll see them everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is cool.
So, but that was fun. And then I left myself a whole bunch of time on the last day to go explore the airport. because Changi Airport, for those of us that haven't been there,
Hmm.
I've been there 4 or 5 times now, but this is the first time I really left myself a big block of time to go explore it,
Okay.
and it's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got that Jewel, that indoor waterfall thing.
I've seen that online. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
they've got all kinds of stuff there. They got walking trails and butterfly gardens and this. I mean, the list goes on and on.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah. They made their airport a tourist destination.
It's
pretty much.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So I had to go from there back to Incheon.
Okay.
And then from Incheon, I had like a layover. It was like 3.5 hours, something like that.
Okay.
And then from there, all the way back to Detroit.
All right. Straight through to Detroit.
Straight through to Detroit. That was a 14-hour one there.
Okay. That's a long haul.
That was a long haul.
Yep. And no problems, no delays with any of those.
No problems or delays
smooth coming home.
on the 2 coming back. Yeah. So.
That's good.
But what a trip. I don't know. I think I tried to pack too much into my little time zone there. I think I'm gonna next time I go somewhere, I'm just gonna go somewhere and go there and stop with all these side trips that I'm doing, because that's when you start to get messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you like to spend more time?
My next trip?
Or if you went back and re-explored these areas, would it be Langkawi? Would it be more Singapore?
I want to go to Singapore, but they're building the 4th tower next to the Marina Bay Sands,
Mhm.
which is a 3-tower big hotel. You know, the famous hotel. They're building a 4th tower right next to it.
Okay.
And it's going to be a hotel and a convention center, this, that, and the other thing. And they're supposed to be done with that in 2030.
Okay.
So 5 years. So I was there in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and now I was there in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And so I plan to go back in 2030 and stay at that fourth tower.
All right. Very cool.
That'll be cool. Yeah.
All right. Any favorites? Any favorite foods you've had while you were there?
No, I mean, I tried the nasi lemak and all that stuff, that you find in they're basically chicken and rice dishes and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And, I like a lot of that stuff. There's some of the stuff that they have a certain something over there. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's got a certain smell and taste
Mhm.
that is very off-putting to me. And it's in a lot of the dishes. And as you walk, like the hotel I stayed at, there's this big mall attached to it. And at the end, there's all the really nice, what are they called? Like a food court kind of thing.
Yeah.
With big different stalls. And you go by, and as you walk by, you can kind of smell what's going on.
Yeah.
And that smell that I'm talking about, it's not turmeric, it starts with a T, but there's a word that is part of those dishes that is off-putting to me,
Okay.
that I don't like. I can't remember what it is.
Just a certain ingredient.
It's a certain
yeah.
ingredient or something, yeah. So it was kind of nuts.
Mm.
So anyway, I got home. The flight was there because they had changed all the flights and everything, and so they put me in a different seat without me knowing it.
Oh.
And it was the first seat. Right, the bathroom was right there, and the crew was right there, and all you could hear was that crew with their loud talking right through that opening, right into my face, and then the bathroom and the people stand.
Too much going on,
Dude.
Yeah. Plus, already with everything that's happened,
Dude, it was a nightmare. I said to myself, Delta Air. And I used to do this before, and I don't know why I stopped doing it, but I'm going to start doing it again. I fly from here on Delta to Newark or to New York City, one of the 3 airports, the big airports
Right.
there. And those airports, Singapore Air flies out of there.
Okay.
And they do direct flights to Singapore or to here or to there. And so that's what I'm going to do going forward from now.
Okay.
Because this Delta stuff, I mean, you look at the planes and the crew and the way they're dressed and the way they do things compared to these, like Singapore Air is awesome. They're my favorite.
Really?
They're amazing. But you just see you can see the differences. You can see, and you think to yourself, and I said to myself, I'm done, no more with that.
Yeah.
And I was, collecting the points, and forget that point stuff. There's no future in those points. So, but from now on, I'm going to fly to, and I got my favorite place where I stay in New York City when I fly in there,
Mhm.
to catch another flight the next day to go to where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I got it down to a T. and it's what I really like to do, and that's what I'm gonna continue doing that.
Good for you.
Yeah, I don't know why I got away from it.
Yeah.
But so I just got to figure out the next place I'm going to go to. I want to go to Cambodia.
Okay.
Because if you look at a map, like one of my favorite places I ever went to was at Phu Quoc Island in Vietnam, and it's right. And if you went from that little island, which was a super cool tropical little island, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And you go just north of there, you go Cambodia is right there, like boom,
Yeah.
you're right on it. And there's islands there, and there's places there, and then there's Thailand's right there. The part of Thailand comes down, and there's islands out there, Koh Koon, all these cool islands, and that's a great spot for that. Remember that slow travel I was talking about?
Yeah.
That would be the perfect spot to do slow travel. Go a week here, boom, hit the ferry, go over here, here, go home.
Nice.
Yeah.
So.
But I want to go to Indonesia, and I also want to go to Cambodia.
Okay.
So those kind of probably my, and I still want to do Costa Rica and Portugal, but those I think can wait a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So when's the next one?
So
seems like you go every 6 months.
Well, I got sick on the way home.
Boy, did you? Yeah.
And because you're in those planes, man, for 14 hours, and you got those people hacking and coughing and sneezing and everything else.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. And so I got sick, and the guys at work, Mike, you got to stop doing it. You're getting too old, and they're probably right, But I don't know. I'm hoping if I try another airline, I don't know if that's going to help at all, but
yeah,
I don't remember, like when I was flying Singapore Air, I don't remember ever getting. I mean, this was bad.
Yeah,
this was the worst. You come home from a place like that, and if you look it up, because your body's not reacting, you're stuck in that tube, the air you're breathing. There's a million different reasons they list for why people get sick.
Yeah,
and it happens to everybody, not just me or
right.
Happens to everybody. And there's a million different reasons, and they all made sense. I looked it up on my phone, and I thought to myself, there's nothing you can do. It's kind of a crapshoot, right?
Yeah.
So, but this one, for some reason, this particular one was what was bad, and I don't know why.
Yeah, just hit you harder.
Hit me harder.
Yeah.
And I'm looking through my phone. I was looking at some pictures from a couple of years ago, and there was a picture that I took, and there was this big woman right in front of me on the way home from wherever the hell I was coming home from.
Okay.
Another 14-hour flight or whatever. And she was coughing and hacking, and I got sick. But I didn't get sick as bad. And I look at that picture. I said, that's the woman right there.
That's the one.
That's
she's
the one.
Patient zero.
And she was doing all kinds of weird shit, too. She would drop stuff, and it would come, and just keep it. And then she was back. And I'm thinking to myself,
oh, yeah,
please.
Just too much.
It was too much, yeah.
How you doing with the time change difference?
I'm good.
You're adjusted now?
It's a 2 week.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's a 2 week adjustment for me. Yeah. Going there, and that was another thing they talked about, was a time adjustment for your body. The reason it's easier to go but harder to come back. But no, it takes me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm good now.
You're sleeping now?
Yep.
Good.
I'm sleeping at the right time.
Good.
I'm doing everything at the right time.
That's
now.
good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like an adventure.
Okay, so here I am in Singapore at that hotel, and they got this killer mall that you can walk down. I forget what it's called. But I'm walking through that mall, and I come across this store right here, Eric. TWG.
TWG, the finest teas of the world.
And so I was talking to the lady in there, and I ended up getting this Moroccan Mint tea, and they had two versions of it.
No
they had
kidding.
that version.
You were just talking about this stuff.
And then they had one that this version's got what's it called? What's the stuff in tea that keeps you awake?
Caffeine.
That one's got caffeine in it.
Okay.
The other one that they had didn't have any caffeine.
Nice.
And she said, this is not a lot, just a little bit. And I said, yeah, let me get the one with a little bit.
Very cool.
So.
Yeah, you were just talking about mint tea in our last episode.
Yep, so this is, I forget what I paid for this. It's probably on here. It wasn't cheap. I know that. I don't have the thing.
That's crazy. That big box only has 15 tea bags.
15 tea bags in this whole thing.
Wow.
Look at the size of this thing, right? So, next time you see me we can try this, and you can try it too if you'd like.
Sounds good.
We'll try.
Yeah, we'll try it out.
We'll try that stuff out and see how it is.
Good deal.
So I'm at the airport, at the Metro Airport before I leave. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Remember that author that I was telling you about that I liked?
Yeah. I remember you said you might get a new book. Let's see what you got.
The one I got.
All right. Yep. This is the one that you've been reading, right?
This is the one I got last year.
Yeah.
And that's the author's name is R.F. Kuang. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. There she is. She's some Asian chick, and she lives in Boston.
Okay.
She's a two-time national debate champion. She's got degrees. She won the Nebula Locust Crawford and British Book Awards. A Marshall Scholar, has an MPhil in Chinese Studies from Cambridge and an MSc in Contemporary Chinese Studies from Oxford. She is now pursuing a PhD in East Asian Languages and Literature at Yale, where she studies diaspora, contemporary Sinophone literature, and Asian American literature.
Jeez.
Okay, she's smart beyond anything that we can even think about. All right,
Super. Yep.
But I when I was last year at Metro Airport, I bought this book to read on the flight, and I loved it. It's a good book.
Good.
She's a good writer, even though she's so smart and so out there. I enjoyed it a lot, and then I got this new one because I was reading and I saw online she's got a new book out.
Okay.
And so here's that book right here. It's called.
What is that? Catabasis?
Catabasis.
Okay.
Catabasis is an ancient Greek noun, and it's the story of a hero's descent to the underworld.
Nice.
Catabasis. So I've been reading. Look at this book, Eric. Look at the.
Oh, wow.
Look at how this is.
That's beautiful.
So what this story is, it's a story of these two students at Cambridge who go to hell to get their professor because they killed their professor, and they got to go get him back so he can write them a referral letter.
No kidding.
Yeah, so they go to hell to get their professor back. This is super cool and entertaining.
Sounds a little bit like Dante's Inferno.
Look at what this book cost me.
Airport book. $37.
$37 I paid for this hardcover book.
Jeez. That is a
and
nice
look at this
book,
thing.
though.
Okay, and I'd never seen this until the other day.
Buy it, read it, return it, receive a 50% refund.
So the lady said, she said, do you want to do the read and return? I was like, what's that? And she showed me the thing.
Yeah.
So you can take this book, read it, and return it at the airport when you're on your way back and get 50% of your money back.
And there's a ton of airports listed here, too. That's really cool.
And I said, nah. I said, I'm just going to read it and keep it. I'll end up giving it to you or giving it to the library, whatever I do. But pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Wild. Out there, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool looking book.
Isn't that the coolest looking book?
Yeah.
That you've ever seen with this? I don't know what all that stuff is, but yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
So I wanted to show you that because that was kind of neat.
That is.
I discovered something since I've been home.
What's that?
I'm telling you, man. That's the stuff right there. That is the stuff. This is basil.
Okay.
I didn't realize how much basil I use since I tore my garden out.
Yeah.
And and got rid of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss my basil.
Yeah.
I use basil in everything, Eric.
Do you really?
I love it.
Yeah.
And the way I cook, I'll make a stew or a soup or a pasta, and so I use a lot of it. So I said to myself, Mike, get yourself some basils. So I ordered these. I got myself a nice little pot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ordered some seed starting potting mix. So I'm going to get going on this today.
Yeah.
I'm going to put 2 or 3 little guys right in here, and start growing some basil.
Yeah. You got
I'm
a nice
a basil fool.
You got to put it up in that little window box you have in your kitchen?
I'm going to put it in the window box in the kitchen.
Perfect.
It's the perfect spot for it.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Basil year round.
Basil year round.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I use tons of that. Tons of basil.
Yeah.
Put it in everything.
Mm.
I love it. Basil and oregano. Dry oregano, but fresh basil.
Fresh basil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So how have you been for the past month?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah. Been all right. Working. Still counting down the days till Thanksgiving break. And we're almost there.
Not far away, right?
Almost there. A couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks.
Yep. And then get a few days off. Yeah, it's been a long haul. You know, we started before Labor Day, as we discussed, and haven't really had a break since. Just
No.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. You didn't mention my hat today, Eric.
What's going on with that? I know it's not a Michigan hat.
It's a Michigan hat.
That's a Michigan hat?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a Block M.
All right.
It's not the right colors,
I
but
know. I was like,
yeah, that's Michigan, buddy.
I know you and your obscure hats. I thought it was some.
I thought it was some other weird.
some other
what is that,
weird-
Missouri or something?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, where the heck is it? They'll be like, no, it's a Mishkawagwa from
Right.
wherever.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh my
Whatever that-
gosh.
You told me about that country club up in Canada with that crazy name.
Gananoque.
Stop thinking. All right, so there's your Michigan hat.
Dude, how long have we been talking so far today?
Talking
An hour?
32.
Only 32
It
minutes?
seems longer, doesn't it?
It does seem longer,
It
yeah.
does. We covered a lot.
I was going on and on about all that trip stuff. So.
Yeah, good stuff though. I mean, you want to talk about an adventure. It started out really rocky, turned itself around, had a good time.
It cost me a lot of money.
I'm
I
sure it
missed
did.
all the 2 nights in KL.
So those aren't refundable.
I think what they did, Eric, was I got half of it refunded.
Okay.
And then what else did I miss? I missed a night.
And were you late to Langkawi? Did you miss a night there?
Yes, I missed a night
So you
at
missed a night there.
Virjaya
Yeah.
resort that goes over the water. Yeah, I missed one night there.
Jeez.
And they said, no, there's nothing we can do. So I paid for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wasn't cheap. You told me about
That wasn't
one.
cheap, no. So,
Yeah.
and then I missed because they changed my flights
Mhm.
at the little airport there in Langkawi. I was trying my AirAsia flights.
Yeah.
I was trying to change the one AirAsia flight. I had one booked. I was right there at the counter. I'm like, dude, look, I got this one here. I'll check in for this one. But see, I got this one here later on. I want to, oh, well, you got to get, it was such a ridiculous runaround.
Yeah.
I finally just said, F this. I walked away. I boarded that flight, and the $72 or whatever I spent for that other flight,
Yeah.
I just let it slide. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket compared to lost hotel money.
yeah, right.
Yeah, jeez.
You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
And that's what I did.
But you did it. You had an experience.
I think the next time I go somewhere, I'm going to go somewhere closer to home and not as different, like the area, like the time difference. Like if I go to Portugal, it's 5-hour time difference.
Okay. Yeah.
If I go to Costa Rica, it's like a 1 or 2 hour time difference, or maybe not, something. It's like central time zone or something.
Right. That might be good to break things up a bit.
It might be good to break things up because that 12-hour time zone difference is what crushes you.
Yeah.
It really does. That is something to try to get over. That's tough.
Yeah. Costa Rica would be cool. Jungles.
Jungles,
Oceans.
oceans,
Yeah. That'd be cool.
monkeys.
Watch out for those monkeys.
Dude, those monkeys, man, they scare me to no end. We're going to put some pictures on here, okay?
Yeah.
Of the monkeys. And the lady was telling me, these monkeys here, don't go near those monkeys and they're aggressive. They'll hurt, but she said these other monkeys, and they have like a real different looking face and all this. And I've got pictures of them. We walked right by, they were right there. She said, they're friendly.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about those monkeys. These other monkeys, don't go near them. These other monkeys are fine.
Wow.
So it was good to know that stuff.
That is good to know. That's weird.
Because when you come down off that big cable thing in Langkawi, there's this big village, like, with restaurants and this, that, and the other thing. And those friendly monkeys were all over the place.
Huh.
They were on all the rooftops, and they were going, as you walked, they were all around everybody, all the people. And the place was, this big place packed with people, right?
Yeah.
And so, but those monkeys were everything. They didn't care about anything. And people were going up to them, and yeah.
Wow.
Whereas those other scary monkeys, dude, 1,000 feet in the air on a bridge with just a railing.
Yeah.
No, nothing, just a railing. They would sit right on that rail. They would walk right down that railing, dun, 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 like it was nothing. And if they fell off that railing, they would plunge to a sure death, 1,000 feet. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll see pictures. I'll show you. It's crazy.
Oh.
Freaking monkeys. They scare me half to death. I don't know what it is about those monkeys. And she would laugh. And then on the side of the road when you're driving, those monkeys, they'd be right on the side. They'd sit right on the side of the road, this far into traffic and just sitting there. They wouldn't move. The cars would come by and they're just sitting there, the scary monkeys. And I would be talking, and she'd be laughing at me, talking about these monkeys. The monkeys, there's the monkeys right there. They're not moving. She would just laugh.
Oh my gosh. Gotta watch out, they'll mug you.
I'm telling you, man, these monkeys are crazy. You go to Malaysia, watch out for those monkeys.
Jeez.
My God. Good God, these monkeys.
Man. What an adventure.
What an adventure. It was fun.
Yeah.
I ended up, the trip started horribly. And I had to buy that hotel in the
airport?
outside of Atlanta's airport.
Yeah.
I paid for that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Nobody reimbursed me for that shit. Delta, you shitheads. And then I had to pay for the thing in
a little 12-hour or whatever.
12-hour thing. That was $164.
Jeez.
I had to pay for that too, didn't I? Nobody gave me anything for that. So yeah, the trip started horribly, Eric.
Yep.
Horribly.
Yeah.
But it ended really good.
Good.
Well, it was good, and then it ended shitty because I got sick. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Oh my God, folks. Give me some ideas on how I can get to these far-flung places in a better manner. Detroit's airport is a great little airport. I love it. It's one of the best airports I've ever. I mean, it's wonderful. You compare that to like Atlanta. I mean, it just. I was talking to people. We were standing in line waiting to board our plane, and there was a bunch of people there from like North Carolina or South Carolina or something.
Oh, okay.
And they got a little airport that Delta flies in, and they say, what we do is we fly from here to here.
Uh-huh.
And she said one time they flew us into Atlanta and made us go from there. She said, I will never, ever do that again.
There you
She
go.
said, that was so horrible. She said, but this is such a, and we were talking, and I was like, I couldn't agree anymore, It's wonderful, but I got to find a place to go. Like you can do certain long haul flights out of Metro, but most of them connect through like that Incheon Airport in South Korea. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Because that's Delta's go as they got their own area there.
Okay.
So, but if you guys got any suggestions on how I can do, maybe instead of flying to New York, maybe I'll fly to Chicago and I can fly from there to, wherever I'm going. But if there's better places that have long haul flights out of them, direct long haul flights, I would love to know about it because I'll try anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us some tips. Put them in the comments.
The New York thing is really good.
Yeah.
I like the New York thing, but I'm thinking Chicago might be because they fly everywhere from there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think
don't know
so.
if
Yeah.
Delta does.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I want, Singapore Air, those kind of, I don't want these United and Delta and all that stuff.
Now, what was the original? You said you were going to go to San Francisco? Is that where they
No, it was going to go to Seattle, I think.
Seattle.
I think that's a little hub for Delta.
Okay. And they were going to fly out that way then. You weren't going to come back.
Right. They were going to fly from there and then continue on to KL.
Right.
And I still had to do the KL to, or the Incheon to KL thing.
Okay.
Because there was no direct, I guess. So,
jeez.
Yeah.
Huh.
The more connections you have, the more trouble you can get into.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing gets delayed, it screws up
It
everything.
screws up everything.
Yeah. Man.
And then you got to wait the next day. And then if you got something booked when you're like I did, I booked ahead. I booked those little Air Asia flights.
Yeah.
And then when I got there, they were gone.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, hey.
Yeah.
Cheers. Love it. We're going to try this one next week. That'll be fun.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, you know what's going to happen right now? I'm going to put the thing on the bottom of the
Here,
screen.
I want you to read the... Okay, now listen. I was mad at you.
What's up?
Your It book.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
October 29th.
I want you to take that It from Stephen King and compare it to this stuff here.
All right.
because it's like a children's book.
Yeah.
Compared to this.
Oh, well, I'm sure. I mean, this author's
This is heavy.
super
Heavy.
well educated.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this author or read her, and she's got all kinds of different stuff out too. Not just she's got 2 or 3 other books that I haven't even seen. That I'll probably try to find after I finish this catabasis.
It looks like she was on Reese Witherspoon's book club. Isn't that what the yellow book there? What's that? Yeah, Reese's book club. So I'm sure a lot.
What do you mean, Reese's book club?
Yeah, Reese, the actress Reese Witherspoon.
Seriously?
Yeah, she has a book club.
Look who the first.
Stephen King. No way.
Now I'm disappointed. You know why?
Why?
Because Reese Witherspoon book club.
Yeah.
Give me a break. And Stephen King. You know what are these the little whatever these are called, dude. Oh my God.
She's got a great book club, and he's a great author.
Oh my gosh.
Prolific.
Let me tell you something. Did you read the one that I told you about?
No, not yet.
Did you get it yet?
No, nope. I am. I'm
you gotta
reading
go to the library
else.
and get it.
I will.
You got a library at your high school?
Yeah.
Do they have that kind of stuff, or
No.
can you order things, or no?
No. Oh, what did I say? I said this sounds like Dante's Inferno, with nothing but the records of Orpheus and Dante to guide them. That's funny. Magic isn't always the answer. Alice and Peter's past could forge them into the perfect allies or lead to their doom.
Yep.
That sounds good.
It is good.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I just started it. I'm on page
Oh, yeah. About a third of the way through.
169. Yeah, about a third of the way, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably want to read that one after. That sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to start you with this one.
Okay.
With Yellowface, and then we'll go Reese Witherspoon. Oh, my God. I'm super disappointed now. I didn't know that's who that was, Eric.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to... I don't even know if you know this name. This will be for our...
How does she have a book club?
Oh, she has a really popular book club. Yeah, huge.
I've never ever heard of this
Really?
before. And who is she to have a book club? Seriously, who is she to have a book club? Is she some actress that's not especially,
Director, producer, author, yeah. She's well-versed. She's got good taste.
Dude.
We're gonna one of these days we're gonna have a discussion about all this all these so-called celebrities and all this stuff. I want to talk about this stuff a little further.
So there's and I'm probably going to get the genre wrong. I'm just going to say a pop artist. Her name's Dua Lipa. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She's younger.
Who?
Dua Lipa, exactly. And I don't really follow her. I know who she is.
Okay.
But I heard, like, on Instagram, there's people who just talk about books. And that fills up my feed, just all these people talking about books, giving recommendations. This guy gave a recommendation. She has a book club. And I checked it out. It is really good. Like, I subscribe to the emails. I get them to my work account so I can share them with my kids at school.
Dude, you know who should have a book club? Me.
You.
I should have a book club.
Do it.
You should have a book club. Seriously.
Well, you know what we could do? We could,
I've read thousands of books in my lifetime.
well, maybe that's what we do for one of our episodes here. Maybe we read the same book and we talk about that book and get, hey, today we're going to discuss this book. Let them know in advance. They could read the book. And
Do you think people would actually do that?
I think so. Well, you tell us, audience, if we gave you a book to read or maybe specific chapters from a book to read and we did the same thing and we talked about it, would you be into that?
I should have a book club. Mike's book club.
Mike's book club.
GoManDo book club.
Go. There we go. All right, Mike, I had to make that happen.
We got it. We got it down. We got it down to a science. The GoManDo book club.
Hey, I'm done with that. Uh-oh, looks like
And you know what?
it just froze.
You know what? No Stephen King. Okay, some Stephen King, but let's not get crazy with the Stephen King stuff because he drives me a little nutty.
Promise I won't get crazy.
You know that he does too.
Right now,
But that one that I told you about, what is it called?
fairy tale.
Fairy tale.
Yep.
Read it. I love it.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Dude, are you reading something else?
I'm reading something else right now. Yeah.
What are you reading right now?
It's called The Shards. I forget the author, but it's the same guy that wrote American Psycho.
Oh, okay.
I had to look it up because it sounds autobiographical. And I had to look it up and like, is the shards a true story? And it's not, but the way it's written, oh my gosh, it sounds like it could be true.
The Shards. Brett Easton Ellis,
That's him.
auto fiction novel.
Auto fiction. Yeah. So it blends like reality with,
Story follows a group of privileged high school friends, including fictionalized version of the author, as they become entangled in a mystery involving a serial killer known as the Trawler.
Mhm.
Sounds interesting.
It is. Yeah. So far, it's really good. I'm like,
The novel blurs the lines between memoir and fiction, exploring themes of adolescence, trauma, and the unreliability of memory.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds good.
it is. Yeah. Like 30 pages in, I'm sitting there Googling, is the shards a true story? Yeah.
Okay, good man.
Yep. So that's it. Our board froze again. So that's all right. We got 43 minutes of clear audio, and then
Dude.
mix in the rest.
Dude, we gotta do something about
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
thing.
We're going to have to contact the company.
We should do it pretty soon because we're gonna run out of time.
I know it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So Tascam company, if you're watching, our board's putzing out on us here. So
Yeah, we'll get a bigger, better one.
hopefully they'll just.
That looks like
it's
an El Cheapo one, Eric.
a really good one, but
Is it a good one?
that's a good one.
It was like $400 too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
It looks cheap.
Plastic.
Yeah. Okay, well,
You want to call it?
let's call it.
All right, let's put the stuff up at the bottom here so you guys can see it. You know what to do.
Right on.
Like, subscribe, click the bell.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We really appreciate it, and we will see you next time around.
All righty. See you later.
Later, Gator. What do you say after you say later, Gator?
After a while, crocodile. You know, it's after a while,
In a while, crocodile. And then do you know that there's the guys at work? There's about 20 other things that you can